The annual India Today State of States ranking is back. It's the most credible and comprehensive study on the performance of states in India over a range of issues like economy, law and order and governance. So here's a glimpse into the big winners this year. And remember, you can catch the full ranking list on the India Today magazine.
Today's annual State of the State survey is back. Our annual rankings tell you the top performing states in the country in different categories. And this year, a year ravaged by the pandemic, many states overcame adversity to continue their growth story. So let's get right down to it and tell you if your state has won big. Tamil Nadu retains the top spot amongst the best performing big states of India for the fourth year in a row. A strong foundation and inclusive growth have helped Tamil Nadu tide over the pandemic crisis and stay on its development trajectory. Listen into what Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin had to say on how Tamil Nadu continues to show the way.
இந்தியாவின் சமூக, அரசியல், பொருளாதார, கலை மற்றும் பண்பாட்டு தட்பவெப்பங்களை சொல்கின்ற தலைசிறந்த இதழான இந்தியா டுடேவின் சார்பில் வழங்கப்படும் விருதினை பெறுவதில் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். இந்தியா டுடே இதழுக்கும் அதன் ஆசிரியர் குழுவுக்கும் எனது நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். திரு ராஜ் செங்கப்பா அவர்கள் எனக்கு ஒரு கடிதம் அனுப்பியிருந்தார்கள். அந்த கடிதத்தில் இந்தியா முழுவதும் உள்ள அனைத்து மாநிலங்களின் செயல்பாட்டை கணித்ததாகவும் அதில் ஒட்டுமொத்த செயல்திறனிலும் சிறந்து விளங்கும் பெரிய மாநிலமாக தமிழ்நாடு தேர்வு செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது என்பதையும் தெரிவித்திருந்தார். இதை படித்தபோது நான் அடைந்த மகிழ்ச்சிக்கு அளவே இல்லை. இது தனிப்பட்ட எனக்கு கிடைத்த பெருமை அல்ல, ஒட்டுமொத்த தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கும் கிடைத்த பெருமையாகும்.
Bihar has made a spectacular leap to the number one position amongst the most improved big states this year from 9th rank last year. Based on its progress in the past 5 years, Bihar has emerged as the most improved big state overall. It's a big leap for the eastern state, which has for too long led the infamous BIMARU acronym. This ranking has been made possible by a superlative improvement in education, agriculture, economy and infrastructure.
मुझे बताया गया है कि इंडिया टुडे ग्रुप के स्टेट ऑफ द स्टेट सर्वे 2021 ने बिहार को समग्र रूप से भारत का सबसे इम्प्रूव्ड राज्य घोषित किया है. इसके अलावा आपके सर्वेक्षण ने बिहार को शिक्षा, अर्थव्यवस्था और समावेशी विकास की श्रेणियों में सबसे बेहतर राज्य घोषित किया है. आपके सर्वे का रिजल्ट हमारी सरकार के प्रयासों और प्रतिबद्धता की पुष्टि करता है.
Amongst the small states, the Union Territory of Puducherry stands tall.
இந்தியா டுடே பத்திரிகையானது புதுச்சேரி மாநிலத்தை ஒரு சிறந்த மாநிலமாக அறிவித்ததில் மிகுந்த மகிழ்ச்சி. சிறிய மாநிலங்களில் சிறந்த மாநிலமாக நம்முடைய புதுச்சேரி மாநிலம் திகழ்கின்றது என்ற பெருமையை இந்தியா டுடே பத்திரிகை அறிவித்து எங்களுக்கு ஒரு புதிய உத்வேகத்தை கொடுத்திருக்கின்றது.
Manipur has emerged as the most improved small state for the second successive time.
I would like to thank India Today Group for recognizing Manipur's growth story. In the most improved category, a state is evaluated based on improvement shown in past 5 years. As my government is about to complete 5 years in the office, nothing could be more fulfilling than this recognition. It showcases at the national level my government commitments towards the people of Manipur.
Telangana has not allowed the COVID crisis to mar its growth trajectory. It now contributes 5% to the country's GDP. Telangana is the 11th largest state in geographical area and 12th in terms of population in the country. However, it stood fourth in contributing to the economy of the country, with only Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and West Bengal ahead of it. The resilience was led by agriculture and allied sectors that grew by 18.5% in Telangana, dwarfing the 6.6% growth of these sectors at the national level. Bihar's commitment to break the shackles of economic backwardness is evident. Per capita development expenditure in Bihar grew at the rate of 17.9% between 2014 and 15 and 2019 and 2020 against the national average of 11.2% in the same period.
राज्य के सबसे कमजोर एवं वंचित वर्ग के लोगों यथा अनुसूचित जाति एवं अनुसूचित जनजाति, अति पिछड़ा वर्ग, अल्पसंख्यक समुदाय, महिलाओं एवं वृद्ध जनों की मदद करना रही। मेरा दृढ़ विश्वास है कि विकास एक यात्रा है और हम इसे जारी रखने के लिए संकल्पित हैं।
Punjab's progress in agriculture reflects in its improved infrastructure. All the villages are connected with roads. Apart from funds from PM Gram Sadak Yojana, Punjab's Mandi Board uses the fees, tax and levies on central procurement, roughly 6.5%, to construct and repair village roads. In the past few years, the state's highways too have improved drastically. Punjab was also among the first states to provide electricity to every household. The state of Jharkhand is investing heavily on road and rail infrastructure and towards making its cities more livable. The Hemant Soren government is rightly credited with this infra push. To ramp up urban infrastructure, the state government secured loans worth $147 million from World Bank in 2019 for a program which focuses on augmenting civic bodies' capacity to provide basic urban services. Kerala's world-class health infrastructure holds it in good stead. The state has the best health indicators with lowest infant mortality rate amongst the big states at 7 per 1,000 live births and a life expectancy of 75 years. Kerala has been steadily increasing expenditure on public health and to improve infrastructure in government hospitals. The hill state of Himachal Pradesh did not let the difficulties of terrain hamper its COVID treatment strategy and vaccination drive. Himachal Chief Minister Jairam Thakur earned the praise for his state completing in the first dose of COVID vaccination for its eligible population.
मुझे यह जानकर प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि प्रतिष्ठित इंडिया टुडे पत्रिका द्वारा किए गए अपने राष्ट्रव्यापी सर्वेक्षण स्टेट ऑफ द स्टेट्स में हिमाचल प्रदेश को देश के बड़े राज्य की श्रेणी में शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग स्टेट तथा स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में मोस्ट इम्प्रूव्ड स्टेट आंका गया है। यह पुरस्कार हम सभी के लिए एक गौरव व सम्मान का विषय तो है ही, साथ ही साथ यह हमें और अधिक निष्ठा व समर्पण के साथ प्रदेश व प्रदेशवासियों की सेवा के लिए प्रेरित करेगा।
Gujarat has used technology, legislation and best practices to curb crime. Using state-of-the-art technology as well as human intelligence has yielded good results in cracking crimes. The Gujarat Gunda and Anti-Social Activities Prevention Act 2020 and the Gujarat Land Grabbing Prohibition Act 2020 have proved to be important tools in improving the law and order situation. Two states have been ranked as the best improved states in law and order, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh. Karnataka has scored well on several parameters in this category. The police have kept heinous offences in check and maintained a people-friendly image.
For the last 2 years, Karnataka state has managed the entire home affairs very exceedingly well. The reason behind is the motivated police force and having created a goodwill among the general public and people-friendly actions. I'm really grateful to India Today. This will help us to do much better, and this will motivate us to achieve the higher goals in the entire law and order and crime, contending the crime.
Meanwhile, UP has done well in controlling crimes. The government's zero tolerance for crime has not only reduced cases but also helped create a pro-investment environment. So those were some of the highlights of the State of the States ranking. Remember to catch the full rankings and all details of the ranking in the latest edition of the India Today magazine that's out on stands now.